I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Friday, August the 18th. The board broke and we lost all our market position. If you listened yesterday, I told you that we should get $1.12 or $1.13 for fat cattle this week unless the board broke again. Well, on Thursday the board broke again and everybody had to settle for $1.10, which is where the guys, the weak sisters early in the week, were puking the cattle before we even got started trading. So everybody else was pretty much just hobbled to take the same money or hold them, and we want to stay ahead of the game and keep marketing these cattle as fast as we can. So we pretty much got to take what the market is, and $1.10 is what the market is. Look at the board on Thursday. Live cattle futures October down $2.10 to end the day at 106.22. Your August spot live cattle futures 107.12. So still about a $3 basis there. Feeder cattle on August down 177 to end the day on Thursday at 140.47. Like I said, on your fat cattle trade, we had already sold over 20,000 head through Wednesday at that $1.10 mostly, and that was a tough way to really start the week. And so who knows how many they sold on Thursday. The Market News reported it as kind of a light trade, but probably still 50 or 60,000. It probably won't hit that 90, 100,000 in the 5-area feeding region, but still a lot of cattle sold that way, and that's a big hit from where we've been trading them. But mostly $1.10, few up to 110.5, which was 4.5 to mostly $5 lower than just last week. And last week we thought we were dying last Wednesday when we had to take the $1.15. But your dress trade on steers and heifers 175 mostly, a few up to 177. That's $8 to $9 lower dressed. Your actual dressed steer weight for the week ending August the 5th, 880 pounds. That's 5 pounds more than the previous report and 12 pounds gained in the last 2 weeks. So really getting into some heavier cattle that were killed 2 to 3 weeks ago. Slaughter remains aggressive. Last week was probably the biggest week we've had in a long time, and this week is running right in there. Through Thursday, 467,000. That's down just 2,000 from the big week last week and up 14,000 from the same week a year ago. Your box beef cutout values continue to fade. We thought we'd found some bottom side support, which we did. Now the market's just lower. And so those prices continue to fade. But as we get out of this hotter weather and we get into the fall, we've got a little window there where we could move quite a bit of meat and should have some pretty good demand for your overall beef cuts. And then whenever we get close to the holidays, we'll have improved demand for the higher dollar middle meat cuts whenever people get to having get-togethers, and they'll cook them a prime rib log instead of a turkey a lot of times. But you look at your feeder cattle markets, real-time index based on an 800-pound steer, laid on Thursday at 142.42, down just 15 cents from Wednesday, and that's pretty much just steady, but that's not too bad really. Pratt, Kansas had a pretty good sale, 3,000 head on Thursday. Called it mostly steady to $2 higher. But you look at the automated market report, you see that had a few more cattle in that really come through the ring, close to 3,500. And look at some quotes there. 748 head of steers in the 8-weight category averaged 860 at 141.86. 500 head of 950-pound steers average 136.87. That's sure lower than what we was looking at 2 or 3 weeks ago. Farmers and Ranchers Livestock, Salina, Kansas, a lighter run around 2,600 head. Their 8 weights were some higher, but their 9 weights were some lower than Pratt, which I'm not sure if that's important, but that's the way they sold. 450 head of 8-weight steers average 848 at 143.04. And almost 400 head of 9 weights average 935 at 133.55. Really the most impressive quote that I found on a big string was back east in Kentucky at the Paris, Kentucky stockyards. Been having impressive sales of these put together yearlings here all summer. 114 head of steers, 9:45 in the morning. They weighed 744 and bring 148. That's your feeder flash for Friday.